Hey YouTubers, it's me, Lonnie Clark, Nuts for Art. I know it's been a super long time, but I didn't want to pass the 311 mark without at least posting a really quick little video. And actually, I think today kind of highlights exactly why I stopped completely posting about this. Right now in Chernobyl's rods have no generator. There is nothing going on that's going to save them. And we are not hearing a thing. In fact, it's ice cold from the IAEA or anybody talking about it. And unless it blows up, we are not going to hear anything. Just like with Fukushima, they're already dumping all that water into the ocean. They're ignoring the cancers, the harm to the Japanese people, the spread of radiation all over Japan. It's really sad. And it seems to me, again, like I used to say on my radio show, it seems like the old people, like us, we're the only ones that really care. Like, the effectiveness of the gaslighting and the brainwashing has been gigantic on the masses of people. Even now, they call nuclear green and clean. It's not green or clean. It is, in fact, a catastrophe that has never, ever been solved. They have never, ever cleaned up. There's no cleaning up nuclear contamination. They've never accepted their responsibility to the harm they've caused, to the environmental catastrophe, to the physical harm of people, children, babies getting diabetes, rare birth defects, rare cancers that are going on. It's so stunning, so stunning. And now 311, 11 years ago, 11/11, 3 years. I mean, we're in this incredibly monumental time on the planet right now for this culture, this civilization. We're about to wipe ourselves out. And I just want to tell people, get your iodine. Take your iodine. Chernobyl is blowing up as we speak. You need to be taking iodine every day. And honestly, if you can wear a mask when you go outside, wear a mask. If you have to spend a lot of time by the ocean, make sure you cover up. Yeah, I know. The radical... this is also why I stopped posting videos, because I got really sick of being botted out and harassed and trolled out and having people just tell me I didn't know what I was talking about. And true, I don't know what I'm talking about in terms of the nuclear science. I don't understand it at all. God bless Jim Woods, because he's tried so many times to explain it, but I honestly still, my number one thing that I get is that it tears apart our DNA. That's what I know. It harms our children. It harms our future. And they have no solution. And it's a fat cash cow. They rip us off. So I guess as we're heading into what will be the 12th year of the Fukushima event and the beginning of the complete collapse of Chernobyl, which we have no idea where that's going to take us. We have never, ever, ever been in a circumstance like this in the current history of humanity. So I just encourage people to enjoy your life. Don't focus on this stuff, because we're not fixing it. We can jump up and down. We can talk about it. We can listen to Nuclear Hot Seat every single week. Listen to all of the old guys who tell us how terrible it is every week. Their little city, their little organization. They haven't stopped any of it. They haven't ended it at all. And in fact, there's a huge disconnect between the anti-nuke war activists and the anti-nuke contamination activists. Somehow the people that are going out against nuclear weapons seem to think that nuclear waste is it's not waste, byproduct. That the nuclear contamination is not that big a deal, but it's the war that's really, really bad. I don't know. It's all really bad. And we're in a place where we don't even know how bad it is. So that's why I say just enjoy your life. Focus on enjoying your life every single day. Appreciate everything. Learn gratitude. Learn to forgive people that have harmed you and hurt you. Just get over it all. Life is too short. We have one life, you know. What do they say? Worry's like a rocking chair. Gives you something to do, but doesn't get you anywhere. So we don't need to be worrying about nuclear contamination and jumping up and down and demanding that they do this, because they're not doing jack. Really, literally, they are not doing jack. And in fact, they're going to dig in deeper on the nuclear stuff. You just wait and see. They are going to dig in. The industrial military complex rules the world, period. I mean, that conflict in Ukraine right now, I mean, really, if you build it, they will come. We have an entire world civilization based on the industrial military complex. What do people think will happen with all those weapons? Weapons are for war. And the nuclear industry is for war too. That's for the war weapons. The nuclear power plants are for the war weapons. And this whole idea, we have these small nuclear reactors, small modular nuclear reactors that A, have not been built, and we don't know if they're going to function as planned. And they're not that small, and they still produce the same exact toxic waste. So there is seriously nothing new about those small reactors, except for that guy Ruiz became an instant millionaire. The man who designed it, Obama handed him, what, a $32 million check before he left office. That's Obama, the Democrats. So we're super screwed, man. And that's why, I just say enjoy your life. Do what makes you happy. Learn to forgive. Love people. Me personally, I like angel cards. I do angel card readings. I like tarot. I listen to tarot readers on YouTube. I don't know. Gives me a sense of calm to hear people throw a card and say, oh, don't worry, it's not as bad as you think. I mean, I know how ridiculous is that, but it does give me a sense of calm to think that there's other people out there hoping and praying that we'll make it through this god-awful time in history. And maybe this is the age of Aquarius, where we're shedding off the worst right now, and 10 to 15 years, we'll have a better world. Not likely, but maybe we will. Anyways, I'll end here, you guys. I say I'm going on for 8 minutes. Put your courage feet on. Stay peaceful. Refuse to engage in hostility and hate. That is not humanity. We need to reinvent ourselves, and we need to remember what humanity is all about, and love and kindness, and focus on that, because the nuclear industry wants us to live in fear. You know what my mottos are? Happiness is resistance, because our overlords want us to be miserable. They want us to be unhappy. I'm not going to give them the one thing I can control, is my sense of calm and peace. And I hope you have that same feeling. And my other life motto is love is greater than fear. In fact, I have it tattooed on my arm. So put your courage feet on, you guys. I still love you. I know I've had a lot of negative comments. I've ignored my YouTube channel for a long time. Every once in a while I check in on it. But I really appreciate everybody who has been my subscriber and has been following me for 10 years now, I guess, or God, however hideously long it's been. But I thought I'd post something up because this is a monumental day, not just because of Fukushima, but because of Chernobyl. We're not being told the truth, and they're just hanging us out to dry. So we get to dry ourselves. Ciao.